Human medic gave her last adrenaline shot to the weak and dying alien dragon. War wasn't supposed to reach the med tents, but it did. The outpost on Kirill was under siege for 3 days straight. Shellfire cracked the sky, plasma scorched the earth, and every medic ran on caffeine, desperation, and dwindling supplies. Sergeant Lyra Moss, field medic for the 8th Human Recovery Corps, had seen every kind of wound, from shredded limbs to liquefied lungs. But nothing prepared her for what limped into her triage zone that day. It was a dragon, not Earth's myths, but a real alien creature, towering serpentine, with wings shredded like torn canvas and black ichor dripping from its scale hide. Her translator chip struggled, but managed to whisper the name from its pain breath. Veil Tack, last of the Skyborn. The soldiers panicked. That thing's Zarnborn. Enemy. But Lyra saw the truth. It was barely breathing. Its wounds weren't new. They were days old. It hadn't come to fight. It had come to die. They cleared a tent. She ignored the protests, laid the creature down, what remained of it, and scanned its vitals. 2 hearts, both failing. The only thing that could restart them? A stimulant. She checked her bag. 1 vial of adrenaline left, meant for human use, meant for one of their own. Captain Reno stormed in. Lyra, we need that dose. Private Yos is crashing. But she looked into the dragon's eyes. There was sorrow there, loneliness. It had come to die among enemies because it had no one left. She stood between the captain and the dragon. I'm giving it to him. Reno's jaw dropped. That thing's not one of us. Lyra's voice cracked, but her eyes didn't blink. Neither was I when I got here. I was just a medic, but that didn't stop you from saving me. She turned, injected the vial into the thick scale near Veiltak's neck. For a moment, nothing. Then the beast convulsed. Its lungs filled with a ragged breath. The black slits of its pupils widened. It lived. Reno walked out, silent. Lyra remained. She sat beside Veiltak through the night, feeding him moisture drops, whispering softly even when she wasn't sure he understood. But he did. He told her, in broken psychic echoes, that his kin had been slaughtered, that he fled not to fight, but to seek peace, to die on neutral ground. You don't have to die, she whispered. Not yet. He blinked slowly, a gesture of gratitude, a bond. The next day, the enemy advanced. The outpost was on the verge of collapse. And then a shadow swept over the battlefield. Veiltak flew, barely healed, wings still ragged, but he flew. And he fought, not for territory, not for vengeance, for her. When the battle ended, with human forces still standing and enemy ranks broken, the question was asked again. Why would an apex dragon fight for a human? The answer was simple. She gave him her last breath, said one soldier. Now he guard hers. Description. The battlefield was no place for mercy, yet one human medic dared to give her final life-saving adrenaline shot. Not to a fellow soldier, but to a dying alien dragon. Everyone called her a fool. But when the enemy closed in, the same dragon rose into the sky, bleeding and broken, and fought to defend her. Because in the moment he needed hope, she gave it, without question.